Welcome one and all to Marvel Rivals. We are going to be debuting Storm, dominating the skies, absolutely eviscerating the opponent and showing you how best to play as this, I don't want to say fiery, electric heroine of the sky. So what's going on, everybody? It's GhostRobo. Quick impressions of Marvel Rivals. Game looks amazing, runs great, plays fantastic. I am super impressed thus far. Storm is a 3-star difficulty character, and we are going to be bringing all of her moves to you here on the Shin Shibuya map and absolutely dominating this game, going on a humongous kill streak. Let me call out that the presentation is just sick. Like being sucked into the multiverse, freaking incredible. The transitions from character select into gameplay are awesome, and then I think the way that they've nailed the cel-shaded look of the characters while still maintaining like a really detailed world and not feeling like it cheaps out in any way is just awesome. Now, let's get to some strategy and let's get to some gameplay, because Storm is going to be hawking wind blades from the sky. Her most powerful, though, is going to be her Bolt Rush attack. That is going to be where you'll deal majority of your damage, and you're going to want to wait for that to key in to really take out targets. I also believe that Storm's ultimate, her Omega Hurricane move, is phenomenal, one of the best. We're trying to stop the Spider Zero from being captured here, being returned, and so we are going to try and defend this as much as we can as they look to move it. I think the maps look phenomenal, but with Storm specifically, man, is she great at crowd control. Alright, so Storm has the ability to deal damage from above, and you're going to want to stay vertical for as much as possible. You notice I'm going in heavy with the wind blades early on, and then I will cast that Bolt Rush, the electric attack, when I have the option. Now, Storm does want to maintain some closeness to the ground because her weather control and goddess boost allow her to give her allies a speed boost, give her allies a damage boost, and also give herself. You'll notice the numbers on the left of my lightning bolt or wind spiral, and those indicate how many allies I am currently boosting. So it is in your best interest to stay relatively close to the battle, but I found for Storm's damage dealing ability and her longevity, it is best to stay aerial. I think it's very hard to hit aerial targets in this game, especially ones that are strafing consistently. I have a very difficult time trying to lock in on Iron Man and Spider-Man as they move about the world. Storm kind of maintains that ferociousness. She's going ham on a Spider-Man here, and you'll see that because of her verticality, even Spider-Man, I think, is inferior to Storm when it comes to a one-on-one battle. Groot is the perfect target for Storm to just go in with those Bolt Rushes as they recharge. He's a big, beefy target with a lot of health. We do get killed here. I think this is possibly our only death of the match, and we actually get revived real quickly. Thankfully, one of our teammates brought us back, and we're going in on a Loki there who's kind of just standing in place. A lot of the zone control is made much easier by having an aerial assistant, and so I do think it's very important to get somebody who can get to the skies and assist you. Thus far, Storm is my favorite character, as I expected, trying to climb over this archway here to get in on the battle. And you'll notice we're approaching an Omega Hurricane at 77% on the right side there, so this is going to be able to show you how it's done. Oh, actually took another death there, I apologize. But about to go on a 30 kill streak, so fear not. I was kind of learning the character here, wanted to check in on her abilities, and you can switch characters, of course, mid-match, but let's get to the good stuff, kind of giving you some basics. I think weather control is going to be a very beneficial move for your team, and as it sort of goes, you can switch and swap it if you need that movement or you need that damage. I found that both seem to be beneficial. There is going to be a cooldown upon switching. I'm going in on a Penny Parker there off in the distance, grabbing the KO. Storm can be lethal from distance, even at the ground level, because of her quick ability to strafe, because of her ability to quickly escalate vertically, and she can also escalate the battle by going in with this Omega Hurricane. Now, I tried to play a bit more defensive with the Omega Hurricane. I was worried about Storm's health at 250. She is a bit squishy, but let me tell you, the Omega Hurricane seems to protect Storm in a pretty good way, so next time I get it, I will not be as reserved. I'm going to go in and get a nice 3, 4, 5, 6 kill streak off of that Omega Hurricane. Storm, I also feel, is a character that's able to aggressively and actively build up that ultimate meter because of her ability to deal damage and to support her teammates. Now, in terms of herself, she can give herself the movement boost, but she can also use Thunder to give herself a damage boost. That also will summon Lightning to inflict damage, although you will need to be at decent range to get the Lightning extra. I do think the damage boost is still worth it with the Goddess boost on Storm herself, even if you stay at range, because then you are protecting your health more, but you are getting an increased attack, which I think is very, very valuable. So we're going in on these Penny Parkers, and who else do we have in there? I believe Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are right down there. There's a Groot who is causing a lot of pesky trouble that we do need to watch out for. A Black Panther also is going to be a very good target for us as they try to melee their way into our ground units. We're going to attack from above, and Storm is doing a good job here of trying to mitigate the battlefield. It does look like we are losing right now, but I do go on a 5-player KO streak, which is going to enable us to push that Spider-Zero backwards. And I'm building towards another Omega Hurricane, and it will be my best one yet. I've been so just pleased with the visuals and the performance. This game, just came out in closed alpha. Everybody's accessing it, and it's run like a charm for me. I hope it's running well for you. I'm sure there's going to be some cases where people have bad performance and have issues, but let's just bear with the team. I think they've been really supportive of the game thus far, and it is running pretty darn well. So let's get in again and try to rain from the sky. You'll notice that we are quite behind. We do have to protect this Spider-Zero from returning to the Spider Islands, and we got to make sure that we start to sort of turn the battle. We've captured control again, and we are making a bit of a push, and here is where this vertical strike is so important. There's trees with my coverage, and an Omega Hurricane going in and dealing massive damage to these heavy tanks is going to be super beneficial. We come in, there's a Storm of their own. No sirree, Bob, denying the mirror match and saying good night, absolutely eviscerating the battlefield. And once we get a little bit of an advantage there, we can really push, because now Storm can use weather control to give our allies a speed boost to get in there and gain some ground, as well as a damage boost to try. I've got 2-1, notice that number, 2-1, trying to stay low enough to boost, but also stay high enough to get out of harm's way. Maintaining health is key. Storm can be a very big tide turner if she can stay on the field. Sorry for those yawns, man. I have been just busy with the videos on both channels, and we're going to keep it that way. Taking down some wooden walls there from Groot and trying to just fire damage. I also feel like Storm's Bolt Rush does have a pretty wide berth. You do need to be direct, but it deals so much damage that if you can get in there, you'll notice it's going to be very powerful. But I do feel it's not as pinpoint accurate as maybe, say, like Star-Lord's guns or something of the sort. Storm is listed as a 3 difficulty character, but I do feel like Storm is someone that you can jump right into. If you're feeling like you're going into battle and getting killed and you're not enjoying the experience of respawning over and over, and you want to feel like you have a better handle to learn a character, I actually think Storm is a great first choice. You can support your teammates pretty passively just by existing and making sure to proc your weather control to change from damage to a speed boost. And you can deal significant damage and be a pretty large player in terms of the KO game as well. I think Storm is a real good feel-good character for a first match. I'm sure there's nuances that I'm not even aware of here, but given the very destructive ultimate, which feels great, you can get in here and look, I'm taking out multiple targets here. We should go on a 20 kill streak pretty darn soon as I take a few more out. It just feels good. Storm does feel powerful, and something we'll talk about as the weekend progresses is which characters feel weak, which characters feel strong, which ones feel good to play as. And being a Marvel game, being a game about heroes and a few villains, you do want to feel powerful, and I think Storm embodies that quite well. She is a little bit squishy, but being up above allows you to maintain your supremacy and sort of dominate from afar. I also feel like her strafing speed is just really perfect for getting in there. Is my accuracy great? No. I'm never going to claim to be a pro player, but I am going to bring you guys good tips, and I am going to bring you guys successful strategies and hopefully some exciting commentary as we take down Hulk and his cohorts. Magic was a bit of a problem. Magic was doing a pretty good job of dealing damage to Storm, and I did feel like I needed to obscure Storm in the trees behind some of these walls and try to get out of harm's way. Magic was coming for me pretty hardcore. They did not have anyone, though, that was able to really match me in terms of my aerial power. So this felt like a really good battle here. You can see Magic coming in, taking me down to 10 health. A close cut, but as soon as I get back one solid strike here, I can cast a Bolt Rush and take out the magic player with a combination of Wind Blades and Bolt Rush, and I'm in good shape. We're going to get some damage going here on Doctor Strange and on Magneto as we make a push to protect our Spider-Zero. And we are protecting with a minute 12 countdown left on the timer as they make a big barrage push. But because of all the damage I'm dealing, all the KOs that I have been earning, I am building that Omega Hurricane meter quickly, and hopefully we can activate another super here, because they do have a strong core with Hulk in the center. He chews up a ton of damage. I never feel like I can get to the core of the Hulk pop. It takes a lot. I'm windblading him from above and trying my best to deal damage, but he has a lot. Let's support our teammates here with some damage boost. Potentially, you'll see the lightning flowing, and I've got 4 of my allies in the field of my support string, which is very beneficial and will help us clear this area and maintain the control of the spider drone. Somebody's gotten stunned there. It was Black Panther. We'll take him out from above as he tries to come in with those Vibranium claws. It does look like we've got, who is that back there? Loki casting some spells. Is it going to be the decoy or not? Who will be taken out? Decoy is down, the real one not far behind. I am getting a little aggressive here as I do want to give my teammates an ability to protect, but because I am casting a movement boost on them, they should come in quickly. I've got that Omega Hurricane. I'm going to avoid Loki and actually go in right on the Spider-Zero to achieve the 20-player KO streak and try to really clear the zone. I think Omega Hurricane is a great zone clearer and an awesome way for you to just really take down what your teammate's trying to protect, whether it is the area or whether it is the Spider-Zero. Omega Hurricane is just a great clear. We're going to go in here, get another kill. You just saw a triple to really fend off the foes, and we make sure that we save the day, grab the victory, and get a sick end game animation. Somehow, not the MVP with the epic kill streak, but we still performed quite admirably, if I do say so myself, finishing off with the 30 kills. So it was a 20 kill streak and 30 kills here in the game. Pretty freaking awesome. Storm, I think, is a great first selection. Storm controls the skies. Make sure to stay above the battlefield and do your best to boost when you can, noticing how many allies you are supporting. Bolt Rush is a very powerful attack, and Omega Hurricane is a go in there and be aggressive. It's a frontline move to really clear and turn the tide. Storm has a lot of superpower, and I think she is the supreme ruler of the skies. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did, and let me know what character you want to see featured next on the channel. Marvel Rivals is out. Marvel Rivals is awesome, and Marvel Rivals is what we're playing. Thanks again, everybody. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.
I will always